got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football.
Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
First and 10, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And a cutback, a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Wendell Smallwood with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Again, it's Miller. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 41 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. And Graham's got it over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
On second down, here's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, a run with Smallwood. Bulldozes past him. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down. Once again here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. And right with it here over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Again, it's Wentz. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
On third and short, Smallwood. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They run again on first down to Smallwood. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Here we go.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, I love how in the game of football, everything that we call new, if we research it, we find out it's old. Mobile quarterbacks have been around forever. Those who can extend a play and find open receivers downfield, those guys never get old.
Let's go.
Now Wentz. And he dropped it. Now he was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. See if they can regroup a little bit. They gave up the touchdown last drive.
And you know, from our meetings with coaches all across the league, one of their pet peeves, when teams get down, a lot of these guys now, they want to treat it like it's a video game or something. Hit reset. Let's start over, coach. Out of the first 2 series, they don't even matter now. Let's play again. That's not how it works. You're down.
Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Smallwood. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Going right back to Smallwood. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run the Smallwood out of the pistol. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A big play there on the screen pass. 34 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because, you know, most defenses, there's 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Wendell Smallwood with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one taken just inside the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again. Here's Carson Palmer heading back onto the field. I'm sure he wanted to have a huge game, wants to have a huge game as the quarterback, but really on the ground, they've been very, very hard to stop. Maybe you just keep going to that well.
I think so, and isn't it funny how the definition of balance changes for us from game to game? Sometimes it's 50-50, run it, throw it. Sometimes it's just being a balanced running team in terms of who's carrying the football.
More than one guy.
Right, multiple guys out there, and now your guy back there has to throw it. Doesn't have to worry about it quite as much.
And they've got the lead here in the second quarter. Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it again with Miller. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer trying to lay one up deep, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have the football at the 20-yard line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. third down. It's Wendell Smallwood. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on.
Let's go. Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Texans scoop it. And he's got room. He's at the 50.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
In the slot on the right is Graham. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, Palmer. Underneath for Miller. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best of all.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Here we go. Boom, name it.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. To throw is Palmer. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Houston first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing the slant pattern here complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Here's Palmer to throw, and he's got his man on the out route. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Let's go. 95.
To throw again, it's Palmer. And it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw pick-6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now. As this one's in the air. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They
go play action now. Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Get ready. Blue 95. Blue 95.
Now Palmer on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Barth puts it through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both the Eagles and the Texans are passing the ball well, and that's led to a high-scoring game. We'll have to see if either secondary can step up in the second half. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Texans with their opening drive. Miller's got nothing but space here, and this long run goes for a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Early in quarter one, Smallwood's going to take it off the right side, and he'd go in for the 72-yard touchdown. Texans have it at the 7. Eagles tie it up at 7. The connection is made in the middle of the field. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score. That takes the lead up to 7. First and 10. The long ball will find its mark here, and this play goes for a score. The Eagles up now by 2. Third down from the 20. Wentz's throw under pressure leads to the turnover. Ishmael's in position, and he is the one who comes away with the ball. Now following the interception, the pass ends up being picked off. Kendricks is the one taking it back for the score. Continuing a wild first half. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's send it back up to Brandon and Charles in Philadelphia.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And right with it here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Down to the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
Wright's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dorial Green-Beckham, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of. And oh, it's blocked. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there. There for Houston, and even 50 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
Get ready. Regular.
Here's a give to Miller. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Get ready. Sally 19.
On third down, Palmer surveying the field. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
And Barth puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So make it 3 field goals for him now. This last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
This will be taken about the 12. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They begin on the ground. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's a pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows his offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time, and that'll bring up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Let's go. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Wentz will try again on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45 in enemy territory. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Gano for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Michael Kendricks from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. And he's got Fuller. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Eagles take possession. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Again, it's Smallwood. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. A stop made by Kamal Ishmael.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. On play action, Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
All right, here we go. Back down, Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
the gun, it's Wentz. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jarius Wright, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Blue 95.
They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. He's got time. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Now it's Palmer. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Palmer. He's got time in the pocket. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, Palmer. Finding time. Still back there. And now another one thrown incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 4th down.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, they're able to see the play in front of them, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there if you like zone defense.
And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So a little jumpy there defensively. Ref caught him in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Again, it's Palmer. It's caught outright by Graham. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On first down, it's Palmer. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness is a premium for all of that now.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee you that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On second down, Palmer. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games.
False start, offense.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Palmer. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. A dump off to Smallwood. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now we have Wentz here, still down on the ground. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. After the interception, here's Palmer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Devon House. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And off comes to Smallwood. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
They run Smallwood. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and power it home with Whitlock, the fullback. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Well, the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run for it with Smallwood. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Now they try the right side here. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
This one taken from the 7. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Here's Palmer to throw. Fuller brings it in over the middle. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Palmer. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
3rd and 2, now Palmer. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
There we go. It's Palmer on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And out now come the Eagles. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Double tight, double tight. We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile,
We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever. You know the part of the song, everybody sings along. Well, it's us, listen up, shout it out and talk it all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, here's to never looking back. 'Cause the past doesn't last long as we're together. Just keeps getting better. Just keeps getting better. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little. I know you're terrified by what the future lies, but there's no compromising. It's my way or the highway. We all just slave to lust, heart building, breaking trust. Don't get wild when we come out. Like don't get loud when the come out. That's instant. Give up what your friends think. Tell they bougie, go wait in line with them lame. Talking real rap, tell them break your neck, go and bust a rhyme. No one down, pass it around. Hey, roll with me now, we running well. Hey, and nobody game, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases. Handcuffs, police inspections, lawyers, judges, allegations. Turn on your favorite station. You hear the same old song. I feel like, dog, I'm about to drop the bomb. Blow one down, pass it around. to the road. Hey, walk with me now, we running wild. Hey, ain't nobody gang, we on the town. Hey, never come down, I never come down. Lose it, I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. Lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it. I might lose it.
Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey,